The campus of Miami, where the fans are thrilled after a huge come-from-behind over.
They were out here early. I'm talking before noon, getting the grills fired up.
And that ball sails into the end zone, and so they will march it out to the 25-yard line, and that's where he's got Amos next to him, slings it out to the left, and there's Laverdan, left side about 7 yards. A nice first play by Miami. Tracy on the near side. This time they'll hand it off. And the end around. Here's Laverdan again, explosive play, out to the 30. He's got blockers. Down yards, you can understand why he was winded. Amos trying to drag tacklers into the end zone, and he does. A Red Hawk
Rashad Amos.
Miami on top. What a start. Delaware State gets it back next. Right side, broken tackle, and a first down. Gutsy call on 4th down and 2. Najee Lally is there for the first down.
But as a former quarterback, I'm not saying it's his fault, Anthony.
Never.
We want it right in between the numbers on those long snaps. There's a lot of things going on upstairs, and you want to just comfortably catch the football.
It looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. Lee Hall on a pivotal 3rd
Timeout,
down and 14.
Delaware State.
They will
Their
take
first charge timeout
their
of the half.
first timeout
Timeout
of the game,
on the field.
threatening again. Gabbard throwing left side. Nice pitch and catch. Joe Wilkins Jr. His effort in overtime just a week ago against Cincinnati. He had the huge touchdown.
Pass interference. Offense, number 11. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Terrific field goal kicker here in the MAC. From 44 yards, it is good.
He just put one in from 44, no problem.
That drives 6 plays, 24 yards, just over 2 minutes, but the tough one.
And lining up in the slot in the passing game. Coming into this game, this season, like I mentioned, Davis only had 1 catch for 5 yards.
Pretty good start to the game.
Absolutely came in, averaging, look at Salopek. And Matt Salopek, I don't know if you can be first team.
3rd and 8. Gabbert look.
Laverdan not available to play, at least at this moment anymore, with his pads on the outside. And Cincinnati didn't go down with a fight. It was back and forth.
Adams sitting comfortably
That's
in
the
that
end
pocket.
of the first quarter. Timeout on the field.
So the Hornets, that would have been a very nice game by the Hornets, but it's incomplete as Kaheem Waleed can.
Yeah, good coverage by Rayon Strader. That's a tough assignment there. Kaheem Waleed transferred from Boise State and Arkansas State. Fine starts.
Gabbard throwing right side in rhythm. 2nd down, they'll go to the air again. This time, McDonald is able to bring it in. He's tackled 3 yards shy. Point by Nicholson. And just like that, 31-7. And right now, boy, they have this Hornets.
Absolutely. Every time Miami wants a big play, including in the red zone, they go to the slant. So at the bottom of the screen, you see 2 Red Hawk wide receivers and 3 balls. A game of numbers. So there's only 6 in the box, and you have 6 offensive linemen.
Offensively, right now, Miami just having their way. This time, the keeper in a nice gain, almost half. And this, another design draw. And it looks like a face mask came in late there with the flag on the field. And a nice job by a load of Hornets defensive players who are in on the hit.
And really good job for this offense. And, you know, it's hard if you're a tackle, especially when your quarterback's rolling that way. You don't know where he's rolling. So it's easy to grab jersey. Get it to the 15. You got 1 shot at the end zone.
Gabbert looking left side. McDonald. This time they'll blow the whistle as he's inside the 20, and they'll use one of those remaining timeouts.
You got the directional Michigans kicking it off. Eastern at Central. And the Red Hawks here are going to go up north.
And we talk about it all the time.
When a walk-on finds out that their talent and effort are being rewarded with a scholarship,
we've never had a walk-on make that walk.
But this off-season, on this campus, it was the action of one teammate that made the moment possible.
And it was because I know Zach. I'd do it again for him. He's a brother to me. I just couldn't let him walk away from something that he's built here.
That play, and you see him on the sidelines without the pads. But it was Rashad Amos showing some real power and leg drive, getting into the end zone.
At 50 with 338 yards of total offense, and they've been able to do it on the ground and through the air, which is probably what the game plan dictated. Close to 50-50 is exactly.
Yeah.
Moments from an offense and still be able to convert with some points.
Well, it's the old Bill Belichick. Vaughn at the point of attack, and then Mosey hits the second gear and puts it into the end zone. What a start to the second half for this. Different ways you could have a letdown. One is after a big win, and another one, even though they lost to Michigan, they had to feel like they could compete against anybody in the MAC with the way they competed against Michigan.
And nearly a chance for a turnover. Jaden Williams had his hands all over it, the transfer from USC.
And Marquis Adams, he airmailed it a little bit, and it was too tall for Jaden Williams to bring in.
There. And this one is blown dead, and it'll be a timeout.
Prior to the expiration.
And we got more whistles.
Delay of game, offense. 5-yard penalty.
They will go for the screen. Inge, right side to the pylon. Did he get in?
They need 13 yards. Becoming one-dimensional here with the throw, but it's caught. Turn around to catch it, and it's a track meet out to the 5. And they will go for the screen. Inge, right side to the pylon. Did he get in? They gathered themselves and got into the end zone. A beautiful 21. So both teams on the scoreboard here in the second half. Miami with an X.
Of that familiarity to build on from last year, because he brings a different element.
The run there, Keon Mosey off to the right side.
They can play tricks on you. Smith is going to take off.
Breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, down the middle of the field. The afterburners turn out of the shotgun. Handoff, Mosey inside, takes the hit for the Red Hawk touchdown. A nice drive for Avion going on the drive, capped off with the touchdown from the 6 for Mosey. You're almost surprised, Ryan, that his name doesn't come up a little bit more. And a huge run. That's Jordan off to the races and finally taken down at the 18.
Reward him for his tough work on this drive.
And that they did, and he falls into the end zone. Red Hawk touchdown. And that drive dominated.
Look at the push. Look at the offensive line reestablishing the line of scrimmage. Beautiful job blocking up.
Boy, Avion Smith, his second possession, another handoff, and this time room to run. Brunson will turn it upfield, and he'll get driven out of bounds. Nice.
More carries. It's hard to do that when you don't get the football, but when you're Jordan Brunson and you're running like this, I mean, how do you keep this guy on the bench? Deliver and punt. Keon Mosey.
And he'll try to get to the outside. Does he have the speed to do it? Where are the Hornets?
Nate Merce listening to Chuck Martin.
That's what you do when it comes to that head coach. Hey, nice throw and catch by the Hornets for a first down to get things going here towards the end.
There's not a large discrepancy there. Certainly not as large of a discrepancy as there is in production, and they're taking a shot deep.
Boy, nice adjustment in the air. And
lately either.
Nice slippery run this time by Gillis. And he is right there near the first down marker.
Yeah, there's a flat.
Against a Big 12 opponent. You know you're going to be feeling that one, and you'll take the celebratory win and all the emotion, but guys were banged up. This is in hand. Now it's just about what Miami is going to be able to do here offensively. They hand the ball off. And a week in Cincinnati. You want to talk about a rivalry win that is one they will not soon forget, as Milanowski driven out of bounds.
How about Milanowski now comes out of the game after the burst he gave them.
And this time, now the carry is in. You're not seeing a lot of illegal procedures. Guys are lined up. Milanowski, he cuts back. Past the 15, breaking tackles inside the 10. On 3rd and 1, the handoff. And he breaks touchdown. And he's got a dance ready to go. On the ground, hard-earned yards, especially down here by the goal line. A touchdown in Miami. What's another week of celebrating? In just a second, 4th and 11 for the Hornets, and they'll air it out. And this time the screen, but it'll be coming back as a flag is thrown. Boy, the officials call Miak from there on out. And we'll get one more play from scrimmage after this. Hey, for a half. Delaware State trying to hold their own. But in the end, Miami, you see the handshake there at midfield between Coach Hall and Martin. Miami on the ground.